We are so happy to be here for this live Attacking Third episode. Sandra Herrera, I'm Lisa Roman, and let's do it, Sandra. Let's start the show with one of the most famous guests around here. President, co-founder of Angel City, Julie Uhrman.
Definitely the loudest.
Definitely the loudest.
Definitely the loudest.
Welcome, Julie.
Hi.
Hi. We were chatting a little bit backstage. We're not getting emotional yet, but
That
we're
means
thrilled
you're not
to
getting
hear.
emotional yet.
Julie, I love your house. It's beautiful.
Right? Look at this. Sea of people for Angel City. It's really incredible.
Yeah, sea of people. At times, like massive amounts. I've been using that word a lot. This is a franchise that has celebrated a lot of things in their inaugural season. I mean, building up to this whole incredible year. There's been moments, challenges, right, along the way in bringing a club like this to a city like this. But you've been smashing records along the way. And you had you set goals for yourself, 5,000, and then that just smashed 16,000 season ticket holders. Can you talk a little bit about ensuring, that's a shout out for y'all, like celebrate yourselves, quite frankly. Talk a little bit about maybe the challenges in setting a goal like that, and then along the way, kind of shattering that number.
I mean, the biggest challenge was the city. You know, there are 9 professional sports teams here. You add USC and UCLA, and it's the city of champions. Every club is incredible. Every club wins. Been winning more and more these last couple of years. And we had to build something different. We had to build something special. I mean, even right now, the Chargers are playing, the Dodgers are playing, and we're gonna have a sellout crowd.
Woo!
And that just speaks to this incredible community that, you know, found something special in Angel City, and Angel City finding something special in them, building this club with the community, something that would represent them, something they could be proud of, an experience, an environment where they can feel safe and have fun. And you know, this is going to be our 4th sellout game, and it's a real testament to what this community has shown up for and how we've come together to do something really, you know, unique and special together.
Julie, you said it. You knew that Angel City needed to build something different here because there are so many other sports teams. And as a founder and president and as a club as a whole, you set expectations for yourself. When you look back at those expectations that you set, how do they compare to the reality that came to be?
The quantitative goals we smashed. We smashed. And it's because I have the most incredible team at Angel City that believes in what we're building and is so passionate about being bigger than the game, so passionate about telling our story, and so passionate about building a community that is reflective in the team that we are building, that we were able to break our season ticket holder goal, our attendance goal, our revenue goal, our supporter number goal. We show up every single day because we know we're doing something bigger, and soccer is just the reflection of what it is we're doing. And now you have these incredible players, Angel City Football Club, that are winning on the pitch, you know, defying all odds as an expansion team, having injuries, having COVID, having season-ending injuries, and still showing up every single day for themselves and for this community and winning.
Listening to you talk there, just thinking about how, like, yeah, we're talking about challenges, but listening to you sort of like lay them out, I'm just kind of like, whoa, like the way you're just able to sort of almost, it just feels like y'all sort of breeze past some of those things. But in the development of this club and bringing this franchise to life, one of the things that the franchise did was talk about incorporating a 10% sponsorship models, meaning that some of the funds will be going directly to the Los Angeles community. Can you talk a little bit about why that was such, the pillar of community was such an important part of integrating that into the franchise?
Yeah, I mean, so as you know, there are 3 founders to Angel City: Natalie Portman, Thor, Karen Norman, we'll call her Thor too, because she does miraculous things every single day, and myself. And from our first meeting, Natalie was really clear that she wanted to have mission be part of what we were building. Yeah. That it wasn't just a soccer club, that we could use our platform to tell stories and to affect change, to bend the curve to equity, and not only drive for equity for female athletes, but equity for all women. that was always our North Star. And so when we built Angel City, it was with a higher purpose. How do we build something where mission and capital could coexist? Typically, when you do something good, it's always a nonprofit, right? Or you have to do something for money, and then you're not doing something for good. And we said from day one that we would infuse mission into every single thing that we do. So the second we wanted to start working with partners to help bring Angel City to life, Jess Smith, our head of sponsorship, said, you know, why don't we give 10% of our sponsorship dollars back? And the moment we announced that, we had about a half a dozen sports teams reach out to us and say, how can you do that? First of all, you haven't made a dime. Second of all, you're brand new. Third, you're a women's team. And then fourth, how did you convince Julie to do that? And there was no convincing, because that's who we are. We want to give back. We want to have a positive impact on the community. We want to set higher expectations. And what we're seeing is that we're finding partners who also believe that and have shared values. And the impact of that is so much greater.
So you chose as a club to give back to the community and incorporate the community in everything you're doing, but you can't do it alone as a front office and as a team of professional athletes. You need these fans right here. I mean, Julie, look at what you built. Look at what you have built here in Los Angeles. How much of it do you owe to the Angel City supporters and the season ticket holders and the fans specifically that are here today?
I mean, we wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the community. And that's why it was so important to work with them when we were building Angel City and continue to work with them. Catherine Daviel, who heads up community, works with 23 different organizations here in Los Angeles. We have given 4,000 pounds of food every single month through our partnership with Sprouts. You know, it's meaningful to us, right? What we do on the pitch and what we do off the pitch is really important. We wanted to be authentic. We didn't want you to ever wonder like why we were doing something. We wanted you to know that it was part of our DNA. I mean, this is a...
I'm emotional too, girl. I'm not even from here and I'm emotional.
You can't even see grass. It's incredible.
So when you look out at this crowd and you don't see grass, what's one word that comes to mind to describe this?
Magical.
Magical. Is that going to be the rally cry for the remainder of the games and the season in front of y'all?
Oh God, the rallying cry. I have a different one every game. Wednesday was all Dee Dee, and today is all about Coach. I'm wearing my Trust in Fred t-shirt, which is for Coach Freya. When she was young, girls weren't allowed to play soccer. So she cut her hair and called herself Fred and was able to play. So today, we trust in Fred.
I wanna follow up on that. Last time we were out here and privileged to be part of a fan fest event here with the Angel City fans. We talked a little bit about LA as a market, as a city, as a community as a whole. And you said that there was a little bit of a bet between you and Freya that was on the line that involved a tattoo. I just want to make sure this is following up and doing due diligence.
We hold people accountable.
We just want to make sure if that's still on the line.
We may have said at some point in time that if we made the playoffs, tattoos would happen. And now that has extended to the championship game.
Some people might say that's moving the finish line, but
I mean, you got to keep the goals high.
But but it also could sort of be like you're manifesting good things.
We are manifesting good things.
And
right now, I am manifesting a home playoff match for this incredible community.
That's next on the books for y'all to make happen. And last time we were here as well, I had asked you, I said, God, I feel like anytime we're like interacting with each other or catching up, I feel like Angel City announces another one. And then it's like, I'm like DJ Khaled, and I'm like, and here's another one. Like when it comes to partnerships or sponsorships or things like that. And like here we are again in September, and you all just like announced the massive partnership with Chevrolet. And I just, for people who aren't aware of that, I just wanted to give you the time to chat a little bit about that.
It's a massive partnership with Chevrolet. They've supported us all year, and we're so glad to have them as a partner. They bring over 100 fans every single time to the matches here at the Banc of California. Fans that don't have access to transportation, they can't get here on their own. They make it so that they can be here and be part of this.
I bet you next time we come here, there's going to be even more of that kind of stuff for us to talk about. Thank you so much.
There's no ceiling.
There's no ceiling. Thanks so much for joining us today, Julie.
Julie, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Guys.
Everyone, give Julie a big round of applause.